Yeah, when it comes to broken bones, I broke my wrist twice, my arm once, my thumb once, my ankle once, my foot twice. I broke my L1, my T 6, 7, 8, and 9. I broke my collarbone. I broke my pelvis. I have a plate and 10 screws in my right shoulder. Ribs, I don't even think ribs count as great broken bones. Fingers and toes don't count. In one particular spill, I broke my thumb, my pelvis, and my L1 all in one day with a severe concussion and a torn muscle that took months to heal. And I believe it was less than 5 months I was back in the saddle winning races. It starts out as a learning experience, and then it starts to be you capitalize on your experience, and you learn how to get horses to give you the maximum performance that they can give you.
I think I was the 20th jockey to win 5,000 races in North American history.
Winning 5,000 races, I possibly had to ride 34,000 races to win 5,000.
Congratulations, Tony! I love this. Congratulations, Tony Black.
Video just said it all. I didn't tell you though I can still dance. Still can dance.
Oh God, here we go.
You know, I started my career 53 years ago at a racetrack that no longer exists, Louisville Racetrack. I had a chance to either graduate high school that day or ride my first race. That was an easy one. I was lucky to graduate.
This is the next thing.
I said, no, I'm going to ride my first race. And then my contractor boy said, well, it's an old horse you've been taking care of for the last 4 months. You ran him a year ago as a groom. Now you're his exercise rider. You're his hot walker. You're everything to that horse. You're his groom. He said, well, you might as well ride him. I said, all right, Charlie, I'll ride the old horse. Well, my father said, well, I'm going to come to the races that day and I'll buy some tickets and we'll take the losing tickets and then we'll make a scrapbook. Okay, Dad, he wanted to see me just ride. He didn't know if I was going to win or lose or whatever. Well, Stand By Me didn't know we were starting a scrapbook with losing tickets. Because I left the gate and Stand By Me took me to the wire in front. He won, hadn't been out in a year. He won, and guess what the payoff was for my dad's 5 $2 tickets? He paid $106.40, and I started off my first race as a jockey, a winner. And that day, in Jack, I got $532 for $10. He was happy I was a jockey that particular day. You know, many years down the road, we think it's Stand By Me. What's it mean? It's a horse's name. Or Benny King, I think, made the song Stand By Me very popular. Many years down the road, after riding like quite a few years, probably twice the amount of years that the average rider lasts, I thought, you know what, Stand By Me means more than just the horse's name. It took a lot of people to stand by me to make me last as an everyday rider over 30 years. 30 years of a highly athletic event. An event that when you get busted up, you don't say to yourself, geez, I hope this doesn't happen again. You say, how long is it going to take to get over this so I can get back on horses? That's what you say. After 30 years of riding, Stand By Me meant there was a lot of people that stood by me, that helped me be the athlete I was. It wasn't my good looks and my great personality. No, it was, and my athleticism. Of course, you know, all jocks are great athletes. Dick Girardi will tell you that. He knows that. But anyway, it was a lot of people stood by me, and that's something that's very special when you last that long in a career. Some of those people are here tonight. I have Ron Thompson, Billy Hoover, Alan Carr. We were the 3 members of a wrestling team that run the first Colonial Conference championship to Haddon Township High School. The first
Go
Colonial
Hawks.
Conference
Hawks, baby.
championship. You gotta love it.
That's right, buddy. It's a future right there.
And then I realized my family stood behind me. My brother's here tonight. One of my sons from my first marriage is here tonight. And my little boy from my third wife is here tonight.
That's this one. That's this one. It's this one. Pretty sure.
And it just brought to light that it isn't by accident it lasted this long. It's a lot of support, a lot of people.
Look at Jeremiah Trotter laughing. He's like, this guy's ridiculous.
One thing I forgot to do in the very beginning is to thank the Hall of Fame, the Philadelphia Athletic Hall of Fame, for recognizing jockeys and the horse racing industry as a highly physical athletic event for horse and for jockey. We ain't just sitting there.
Amen,
We're
brother.
working when we ride these horses.
Amen, Iron
If
Man.
you think we're just sitting there, it's only because you never rode a racehorse. Definitely ain't just sitting there. I have one trainer that's here tonight that I've ridden for before he even trained horses. He was a groom. And then for the last 30 years, I've ridden for him. And people say, Richie Faber, sitting right over there. I mean, they say, how has Richie and me lasted so long in this business? Never had an argument, you always rode for him for 30 years. I say, well, that's real simple. On the racetrack, if you wear glasses, they say you can't see. If you wear a hearing aid, they say you can't hear. Well, Richie and I are a perfect combination. I can't see and he can't hear. He doesn't have to listen to my pre-race rhetoric, and he doesn't have to listen to my post-race rhetoric. I always catch him walking back from the paddock doing this. What are you scratching your ear for, Richie? Oh, you don't want to hear. Okay, that's all right. I'm never short for words anyway. But when it came to racing, it's a sport that you really have to love. And you know, if I would have, I've been divorced twice. I'll tell you some of my personal history. Been divorced twice.
Where's the guy for pain?
If either one of my wives had Richie's hearing, we probably still would have been married.
What do you say?
But that's neither here nor there, because look what I would have been missing out on. I've got a beautiful third wife, Heidi.
God bless you, Kai.
And my little boy, Pete, is here tonight. Well, look what I would have been missing out on if it wasn't for the blessing of those two divorces.
Hey, at least you got a shout out, Pete.
Good job.
That was from the first or second marriage. I forget. I think it was the second marriage.
When I want to say one more thing. I want to congratulate all the other inductees. I missed saying that at the beginning. I want to say it now. You know, it's an honor to be sitting next to these guys. I can't believe my name's in the middle of all these guys. You know, the names are phenomenal. Guys I saw on TV. You know, Jay Wright. I saw him on TV. You know, Bernard Hopkins, Trotter, all these guys. It's amazing to have your name next to them. And all you were was a little jockey, 4'10", you know, 110 pounds. You know, no big deal, you're a jockey. Well, it is a big deal. That's the way I made my living. And I just want to give advice to some of these younger athletes. There's a thing that Nike says, just do it. Well, all right, that's a great saying, just do it. I've got advice for younger athletes when you're starting out. The one, because I've been riding 53 years, and I lasted that long. I still got one more winner in me. One more winner. But the advice I'd like to give some of the younger athletes is the saying that I say to all young athletes, and my one young son. In fact, let me get him to say, what's my favorite saying, Pete?
Get over it.
Get over
Get over
it.
it.
When you start out in an athletic event and it isn't going just right, don't dwell on it. Go to the next part of that athletic patriotic event. Don't sit there and let what you past did ruin your present and future. Get over it. It's a great expression. I know Pete's tired of hearing it, but I believe in it, and it helped me last a long time in this business. I'd ride 5, 6 horses in a race, or different races. I mess the first one up, what am I going to do? Mess the next 5 up? No, you get over it and you go out there and you ride your race. I just want to really thank the Hall of Fame Induction Committee for the honor of letting me be here. And what a class place this is. I'm here as a jockey. I went to the men's room. They even have a jockey urinal. Can you believe it? They got a jockey urinal. I'm number 1. You know, us jockeys are 4'11", 5 foot, but we got 6, 8, 10 foot egos. And my ego is being fed real big tonight. My ego is bigger than it's ever going to be. It's getting fat. It's really getting fat. I just want to thank you all very much for being here. I really am enjoying this event. I love looking at all these celebs. I wonder if I belong here.
Come on. There you go. End it. Come on, Dad.
Great committee recognizing the sport of horse racing. And my wife's telling me, cut it. You know, she makes believe she can't hear, and that's why we've lasted. But she doesn't know one other thing. I forget to do things that she tells me what to do, and I tell her, you gotta understand, Kai, I've had a lot of concussions. It gets me off the hook.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
All right, so
They didn't give him a time limit.
here's the bad news for Con. Tomorrow morning, he's out. Tony, tell me how to P Morning Show. You're my comedy guy, man. You're there. You're in.
I work cheap.
Well, get up at 3:30 tomorrow morning. I'll see you in the studio. Tony Black, that is awesome.
That's
Let me tell you what is also awesome, and that is that this is the 20th time we've done this.